September 27th, 2024. It was a day for many East Tennesseans, those in Appalachia and the Carolinas won't soon forget. Hurricane Helene came through right along this river here and totally devastated this area. Well, they're bringing it back, and so we're here today to help them do just that. We might say that we're on the right side of the tracks here, right along the railroad. We're on East Main Street here in downtown Newport, and the owner here is doing it simple. That's right, we're here at Simpl Cafe.
Before we head inside, we would be remiss to not show you this outside dining area right along the French Broad River. It's got some picnic tables as well as tables and chairs, and you can hear the river flowing as you sit down and dine.
Simpl Cafe is located at 386 East Main Street here in Newport. You ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Well, let's go do it simple, but ladies first.
Thank you, honey. Entering into Simpl Cafe, you are going to head up to the counter where there are some menus as well as the coffee menu on the wall, and you'll place your order and you'll go ahead and find yourself a table in the dining area. It is simple, as the name suggests, with pretty white tables and chairs, a couch area to sit in, and you can see the open kitchen and the chef's tribute to his favorite OG chef, Anthony Bourdain.
So here we are at Simpl Cafe.
It is very simple, but I love it. It's sort of rustic and modern at the same time. Just classic white with the tables, and then you've got the painted almost like barn wood. That's how I love it. So I have a vanilla date sugar-free macchiato.
Yes.
Which they made looks like perfection. How pretty. Oh, I've never had anything like that. Nice, strong coffee espresso.
Yes.
And the date is almost like a tangy sweetness that adds to it. I've never had anything like this. It's fantastic.
Okay. So we have the strawberry toast, which is fresh strawberries, good goat cheese, granola, and a honey drizzle. Strawberry toast.
Strawberry toast is a new concept for me, but I'm here for it.
You're here for the strawberry toast.
Strawberry toast. Yeah.
Trying a little bit of everything, but look at that. That's a good way to start. That would be a great way to start your day right there.
Oh, wow. That is like really good.
Okay.
Goat cheese. So if you don't like goat cheese, you might not like this, but I'm thinking they probably could do cream cheese instead, and it would still be amazing.
Yes.
I love the goat cheese, sweet strawberries with honey and granola on the toast that has just a little bit of charring, which I'm assuming is on purpose, actually.
Yeah.
Because it ties in really, really well. That's delicious.
Good start then.
Yes.
I have the brunch burger because this is essential here. This is a beef patty from Double L Farms, local. Benton's Baking. We've got cheese, that beautiful sunny side up egg, aioli on a brioche bun, and those are hand-cut fries. First of all, look at the beautiful Benton's Bacon. Do you see this beautiful beef patty and that beautiful sunny side up egg? You know what's about to happen here.
You're gonna smash it.
Smash this burger. Beautiful Benton's bacon, and watch this, Here we go. Get in on that. Look at that. That's the egg yolk drizzle. That is how this goes. Beautiful brioche bun. I'm gonna have to do the hunch for this because the hunch is essential. The hunch for brunch when you got a munch. Look at that beautiful burger inside. It has so much going on here texturally. The aioli is wonderful. The aioli really ties that sunny side up egg and the bacon together. You got the smokiness of the bacon, beautiful char on the burger. That is excellent meat. But hand cut fries. And you can tell these are not frozen anything. This is hand cut. Gotta get a little ketchup in there. This is a beautiful thing. This is known as the ultimate breakfast sandwich. Benton's bacon with egg, cheese on French toast, powdered sugar with maple syrup, and home fries. Ultimate breakfast sandwich.
It is. First, I have to say, I matched.
You do match.
I did not mean to match. I did not know I was going to match, but I matched the green and the pink on the walls. So I'm like, I guess the Lord knew.
Yes.
So ultimate breakfast sandwich is basically French toast with Benton's bacon, of course, because is there any other kind?
That's right.
And cheese, and then you've got your maple syrup. You can see how the egg is scrambled.
Oh yes, that's beautiful.
I'm gonna dip. I beautifully dip.
And the maple syrup. Sweet and savory. Kind of like you. Just do an eye roll on the sandwich?
Oh my goodness. Yum! First of all, I got a piece of Benton sitting here now. Tastes like Benton snails.
Yes. Yes.
The egg is tender and perfectly done. You've got that sweet, smoky, salty of the bacon, and then you've got French toast and the sweetness of the maple syrup. Oh my goodness.
That is some goodness right there.
Is awesome. All right, we got some traditional home fries here.
Now these are not. These are fresh cut as well.
Right.
This is not.
But they're very crunchy on the outside.
Beautiful texture. That looks beautiful.
It's a perfect home fry. Perfect, good seasoning. Not too salty. Not over seasoned. It's just nice. That is a winner right there.
All right. This is the greatest name for a dish ever for brunch. This is Bougie potato hash. This is chorizo with tomato cream sauce, potatoes, arugula, pickled onion, and a beautiful sunny side up egg. I'm feeling bougie. I got Bougie potato hash, and again, sunny side egg. I'm gonna break the yolk. Tomato cream sauce, potatoes, chorizo, a little bit of egg, the arugula, pickled onion. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything here. Arugula always has a nice peppery note. So, I've got my greens even. How about that? Nice spice of the chorizo, the peppery note of that arugula as I talked about. The tomato cream sauce is so rich. Beautiful tomatoes, the pickled onion goes well, and that sunny side up egg, like I said. That is a breakfast hash I could eat every day. How about some shrimp and grits? Shrimp, chorizo, tomato cream sauce with cheese grits and pickled onion on top. Shrimp and grits.
You threw this one in on me. I didn't know we were getting this.
That's right, I did.
But let's just say I'm always up for shrimp and grits.
That's right.
Okay, first of all, I can see already how perfectly done the shrimp are.
Yes.
Beautiful. So I'm just gonna try the shrimp first. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, several good sized shrimp there. So perfect.
See that fork twirl?
Apparently we have some fans who have just
Yes.
walked in on us
Yes.
wondering if and yes, it is a fork twirl. Oh my gosh, is it a fork twirl?
How about them cheese grits?
Wow. There is so much flavor going on in this dish.
Yes.
A little bit of spice, a little bit of savory. I need to try the chorizo. Let me get in there. Wow. We have just found a new top shrimp and grits dish.
Really?
We
Okay.
have, that is no doubt. That is so rich and unbelievable. Oh gosh. That is so good.
Beautiful.
That is a fork twirl beyond.
All right. All right. So today we're here with Kendall Ball, who is the owner of Simpl Cafe, and we got a lot to talk about.
Absolutely.
So now, when did you originally start Simpl Cafe here on East Main Street?
So we opened up June 6th, 24. We originally had a location in Knoxville that we sold. We were open there for 5 years, and then we decided to come back home to Newport. Me and my wife both grew up here. My wife was pregnant with our little boy, and it was time to be closer to family.
Okay.
And then we thought we were going to do away with like being in the restaurant industry. It's a lot of stress, a lot of extra work goes into it, so you miss a lot of the family time.
Yes.
Getting everything set up to take over this place, and we did about 4 or 5 months worth of construction and upgrades, because this used to be a beauty salon
Yes.
here. So there was a lot of changes that had to be done, and we had to fully build out the kitchen, had a bunch of plumbing and electrical, build a walk-in cooler in the back. There was a lot of little things that we had to do to make this sustainable for a restaurant. So we knocked those out, and then we ended up opening June 6th of 24.
So you opened June 6th of 2024, not knowing what's coming in September. Negative. None of us knew what was coming in September,
Absolutely.
right? So we hear that there's a hurricane coming.
Yeah.
And so I remember somebody actually saying to me, they said, well, why weren't you better prepared for that? And I said, well, would you be prepared for a blizzard in Florida?
Absolutely.
Which kind of happened in New Orleans after,
Yeah.
after Helene, right?
Yeah.
But now, what kind of damage did you sustain here during Helene?
Okay, so initially, the water line, so the walls used to be this all board and batten. So where you see the green painted around the walls,
Yes.
it's about 6 to 8 inches lower than that was our water line in here.
So the water lines maybe here?
Yeah, somewhere in that area. So that, when we did the green on the bottom, it was kind of always just a reminder of like how much water was actually down here. But we were able to get a crew in here pretty much immediately to start the restoration process. They came and cut the wall out, pulled all the insulation out, brought these big ginormous dryers in here and like heated the place up to dry out everything. We had wood floors in, so we had to rip the wood floors out, just like trying to get that musty smell out and all
Yes.
that. So we were able to knock that out in about a couple of days. Our tables and stuff, they were all dirty at that time. Of course, everything was washed around in here. So we ended up starting taking everything outside to start getting cleaned up so we could like remove the floors and stuff like that. And on top of the flood, we had a drunk driver hit the front of our building 5 days after the flood, and she took out all the columns, all of our tables, everything that we salvaged from the flood that we put outside, we also had a storage unit out in our first parking spot. It was a 20-foot by 10-foot storage unit that she also crashed into and destroyed 90% of the contents in there. So it was kind of like we had to start all over from the ground up. Even the things that we salvaged were then destroyed by that.
Golly. So you've been through the ringer, needless to say.
Absolutely.
What keeps you? What gives you the drive to keep going, and especially with a concept like this?
So initially it was I didn't want to. Opened our first restaurant. 6 months after that, we got hit with COVID. We were closed down for COVID for about 4 months. So after the flood, and then after getting hit with the drunk driver, and then all the insurance denying us for everything, I was kind of ready to wash my hands. But then people started reaching out to us and hey, we see you're not doing any work. Why not? I'm like, guys, look, we just opened up. We've financially drained ourselves. So I was like, it really doesn't make sense. I can't do it right now. And then Maddie and Liv were like, hey, get off your ass, quit being lazy. Let's we got to open back up. And then people in the community started reaching out and really they wanted us back. And I was like, okay, there's a need for what we're doing here. And I also kind of felt bad because it's just a business, and it's too many people in this area lost their livelihoods, their homes, and everything. So I kind of felt bad. A lot of people were trying to get us to sort of GoFundMe and start taking donations, and I wanted the people that were lost their livelihoods to reap the benefits of that. So I was kind of apprehensive about doing that, and then a lot of people were pulling us out hey, you're a staple in the community. You provide employment and a place to nourish people. We help out with some homeless stuff and events like that. And we need businesses like you in the community.
Yes.
So my brother-in-law ended up starting a GoFundMe for us, and that was really nice. And then we took a couple donations. One of my business partners was like, hey man, he's like, we need to reopen. He's like, we don't want to lose the money we just put into the cafe. So he put some extra money in, and me and my wife, we pulled what we could together, and we started doing pop-ups and just doing what we could to hustle. And it took a little bit longer, but here we are, we're here. But the big thing is, man, with the goal with Simpl has always been to build a sense of community.
Yeah.
Nobody gets in the restaurant industry and make money.
Right.
Get rich. We just want to provide make it a decent living. But for me, it's more about, okay, who can we help? I grew up pretty poor as a kid, and got in a lot of trouble as a kid, and cooking was always kind of an outlet for me.
Gotcha. So that's what got you started.
Yeah, the real start in it was my grandfather used to cook on Sundays for everybody, cook lunch after church. I learned pretty early on that I could stay with my grandfather and not have to go to church the next day because I'm helping him cook. So I was kind of like, this is my way out. And then once he passed away, I started cooking some of the meals that I'm cooking with him, and it kind of sparked that interest in me. So here we are.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You've got incredible ink.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. Really, you have incredible ink. I love this. So, and of course, cooking is an art.
Absolutely.
But you use local ingredients here. You want to keep everything as locally sourced as you can. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And so gluten-free options go as well. You can accommodate people. That's not an issue. So, and helps the food cities are across the way, right? So, I mean, you're here between a grocery store, the train tracks, and the river. In other words, you're in my favorite location ever. So.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. Well, I know we're looking forward to some good food here.
Absolutely.
And like I said, thank you for having us in today. And so, thank you so much. Guys, the name may be Simpl Cafe, but we're going to see some bougie food. And so, Kendall's doing it up right. You got to come down to Simpl Cafe here in Newport. All right, love. So, final thoughts from Simpl Cafe. And I guess the question is, Gold Fork or no Gold Fork? Gold fork. Yes.
I actually had to go out to the car to get the gold fork because this is definitely gold fork and beyond. Diamond fork. I mean, what a surprise. So we've heard about Simpl Cafe through the grapevine, and one of the employees actually called us and said, hey, we'd love for you guys to come out and you know, see our little cafe here. And we knew that they were part of the Helene catastrophe. That is the only word for it, is catastrophe. And so we've been knowing we were going to come up here, and so this morning it was it. This was the day, and incredibly simple. But there is nothing simple about the food. Oh my goodness. So much flavor and love goes into the food that is made here, and that is really just the bottom line. I loved everything we tried. I tried Brooks's burger. Now, I don't get burgers often. When I want a burger, I want a burger. I don't really review them often for the channel.
Yeah.
I would come back here for the burger, but then I would have to be really sad that I couldn't get the shrimp and grits. And for breakfast, the breakfast sandwich, the Benton's bacon and the yummy soft fluffy egg. It's wonderful. Strawberry toast. If you've never had strawberry toast, come down here and get you some.
Really good, yeah.
That was a super awesome surprise. Something I've never thought about doing, but you know, may try to do something like that at home at some point.
That's right.
And his Bougie, what was it?
Bougie potato hash.
Potato hash. Bougie's a good word.
It is a good word.
But delicious is probably a good word. Kendall is so kind. He is clearly someone who loves his community. He is clearly someone who is beyond passionate about
food.
His food.
Yeah.
Because it shows. It shows in the flavor.
Yeah.
We got here early. This place is filling up. They're open 8 to 2, Wednesday through Sunday. And, you know, sometimes the world judges somebody on their tattoos. He's got a whole body full of them. He's got Anthony Bourdain, who is his OG inspiration chef besides his grandfather.
Yes.
He's got Ratatouille on his list.
Yes.
But you know what? He's a nice dude.
Yes.
He is doing a good thing in the middle of Newport. Come on out to Newport. If you're coming in to town off of 40, stop off Newport, come to Simpl Cafe, or just take a side trip down here. They've got that beautiful patio out back by the river. And while the river still does show some damage from the floods, it is still a very peaceful place today. So I am gold forking it. Excited to bring the family back here for sure. This is a little gem in the middle of Newport.
That's right.
Wow.
What do you want to talk about? First of all, Brooke says this. Brooke says that Simpl Cafe has got it going on in the most complex ways. It may be named Simpl Cafe, but the food here is complex, and it is awesome. You know, if you've watched us long enough, that we don't normally order burgers when we go out. But look, I knew that brunch burger was going to be amazing. Looking at it online, I was like, we have to try this. It was everything you want in a burger and more. But this was well worth it, and this was worth the burger. So
I want to come back for that burger.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Bougie potato hash. What a great name. Now, something that we didn't go over with Kendall, or something that Kendall told us about that we didn't mention, the name Simpl Cafe. Okay, Kendall's been everywhere. Kendall's been all over. Him and his wife are eating a 21-course meal in New York City. $1,200 bill. And he was still hungry when he left. They went to a noodle shop. $9. He said it was the most fulfilling meal he's ever had in his life. You don't have to pay big amounts of money for great food. But here, it's worth every penny, whatever you pay. Because let me tell you what, guys, the shrimp and grits is amazing. Everything is well thought out. This is a well-put menu. And they misspelled Simpl on purpose to kind of give it that bougie, upscale feel. So while everything in here looks very simple, like I said, everything is so sophisticated and so good. Kendall is definitely an artist with his food, with his ink, with everything about him. And guys, he just graduated the police academy too. You didn't know that, but you know it now. People in the community, the man is doing great things right here in Newport. So come on out and support them. They've reopened after Helene, and what a great place. Simpl Cafe, you're going to get great food. And let me just say, in closing, Kendall, Brooke smells what you're cooking. So, for now, guys, I smashed the smash burger. You saw me smash the brunch burger. Smash that like button if you like this video, and make sure to subscribe to Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun, because we're off the beaten path here in Newport. We're on the right side of the tracks. Yes, train tracks, Simpl Cafe, the river. It's my dream location. It really is. There's a house next door. I'm gonna buy it. So, that's all I'm saying. Yes. And make sure to ring your dingy, school's always in, hit that notification bell so that you know every time we've got new content posted. And hopefully you're going to want to see more. I won't even call this mom and pop. I'm just going to call it my bro. Yes, my bro Kendall. So, but for now, she's Christy, I'm Brooks from Simpl Cafe. We just want to say God bless you all, we love you, and we can't wait to show you what's next.
Stay tuned for the menu, of course, and some visuals. We love you all. God bless you, and have a wonderful weekend.
And guys, shout out to Maddie for telling us to come in, because this was awesome.